Second.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I'm going to take roll call. We're going to adopt the agenda. Motion second.
I'll move we approve the adoption of our agenda.
There's a motion by Mr. Hoffman, second by Ms. Barnes, for the record. Any comments on that? So, all those in favor? Call me to the vote. Aye. Any nays? None. Say none. So it's passed 5-0. Okay. Report action taken in closed session. Basically, it's an ongoing process, so we weren't know any decisions made, final decisions made during the process of the closed session, and no action was committed. Okay, thank you. And we got public hearings. Mr. Superintendent, you want to open those? I said open. I'm open those for presentation by CSEA first, and the next one I'll announce. Any comments on these? On the number one, CSEA Chapter 149. Okay. Say no questions or comments on that. I said close the hearing. We're going to open a second hearing, which is a district proposal to negotiate with CSEA. Chapter 149. Any comments on that? Any questions? That process? I get none. Okay, so I close the hearing on that item, number 2. Okay. And the next item is communication and presentations. Communications and presentations. And I'm going to, the acknowledgements come first. Superintendent?
Yes, Board of Trustees, community. It's my pleasure to welcome our new Director of Pupils Personnel and Special Education, Beatriz Chaides. Let's give her a hand. And acknowledgement. At this time, I would like to acknowledge everything that happened summer. It was an extremely busy summer. Lydia, can you, the lights, please? A small synopsis about our summer. What our teachers, community was doing. Thank you, Lydia. Basically, I would like to inform the Board of Education. It was a very busy summer. We had 16 different workshops for our colleagues, certificated people, 370 attendees participating in this, and classified 77 in the different activities. Special education personnel, 17 people work during the summer on qualifying assessments. Summer programs, 999 students attended. Parents' involvement in different activities, 424. We have 4 summer sites: Sherwood School, El Gavilan, Boronda Meadows, and Migrant. And each site was in charge. We had a colleague, a teacher in charge. If you're here, please stand up. Sara Mercado from Boronda Meadows was teacher in charge at Sherwood. Thank you, Sarah. Katie Gonzalez from Lincoln was in charge of El Gavilan. Jennifer Lomelier from Hammond was in charge of Boronda Meadows. She couldn't be here. Yesenia Ruiz was in charge from Lincoln, was in charge of the specific migrant programs. What I'm trying to say, it was extremely busy addressing Common Core implementation, exciting, optimistic. So I do thank you for the volunteering or giving up some of their summer vacation for the good of our kids. Thank you, everybody. Big applause, please. Thank you, Mr. President.
I too, on behalf of the board, want to congratulate and thank very much so everybody that helped the kids this summer, the children, everybody, including the parents and the neighbors that were helping the parents from time to time take care of babysitting. Okay. As the next item on the agenda is we're going to be hearing from employee organizations, and may we have the representatives come forward.
Go to the podium.
Yeah, go to the podium, please. I can hear you better that way.
Hello, my name is Rosie Sanchez, CSEA job steward. And Joe couldn't be here this evening, so he asked that I give the report. First of all, everyone was excited to be back. We want to take this opportunity to thank Pat Willingham and Kathy Parra for the smooth transition. Many of the classified employees had the opportunity to apply for positions that opened during the summer. They mailed the postings. And so many took transfers and many took promotions, so we were really happy about that. And we didn't have any layoffs, so we were really excited about that. So thank you, Pat, for you and Kathy for all of the work for making that a smooth transition. Also, our chapter just got back. They were at conference. 4 delegates went to conference in Sacramento. Governor Brown was one of our speakers. And one of our topics at conference was safety. Safety of the students and the staff. And 2 of the delegates are on our safety committee here at the district. And they are pledging to really work with the district and to improve our safety in our district. We know that all districts need a lot of help. And with our ideas, we are planning on working with the district in whichever way we can. We have many classified that have volunteered to be on the safety committee and are ready to work with the district. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, please.
Good evening, board. Carol Rodriguez, I'm president of SCESD. A couple of things I wanted to talk to, although Dr. Musa stole my thunder. I was going to talk about the number of hours that teachers spent during their summers. Many, many hours. Thank you for acknowledging, because these were some of the teachers that are in the math grants. They're getting a stipend, but compared to many of the hours that they're doing, it's a stipend. It's not full pay at all. And this is all in support of the district and the district's mission, and it's also because of our love for what we do and our love for our students and our passion for for helping them in any way we can. And so I acknowledge all of our teachers myself, and I appreciate the district doing so. Today, of course, was the first day of school. Teachers were very excited, but of course, it's always a tiring day. One order of business, we're starting the districts with the extra money from the local control funding is starting some new programs. I know we have a couple sites working with Ed Caliber, and there's other things going on that I don't have names for all of them yet. But we were wondering if we will be getting some data that shows that these things are working and are doing what we hope they are doing with students. It seems like some of the things that have been done in the past, we don't really have a clear communication about how well they work and do they work. So we'd really like to ask that the board ask for these kind of reports so that we can all see what's working and keep using it, maybe use it more, but what's not working, and we can put those by the wayside. So that was my thank you.
Thank you very much. So the new teachers, representative, I did that right? Substitute. Say none. Just move on. And then we're going to have superintendent do an update. Thank you.
Well, Trustees, I'm happy to announce I just received this notification from the county. Basically, the county superintendent, Dr. Kataski, saying congratulations for the amazing job that our district did with the LCAP. And we have approval with this document, and we are authorized to just put it online and to go with its implementation. It's a good thing for the district. The same topic. We had only 6 months to implement LCAP, and Salida City, hey, I have to say what it is. We did, our employees, our stakeholders, district teachers, parents, they did an amazing job. We got over 1,000 input from 1,000 people. So it was a very elaborated process, one of the kind. When other districts, they just have only a simple committee of 10 people, 7 people, or 20 people, or 30 people, we had over 1,000 input. So I'm happy to announce that our district has been selected one of the 7 districts in the state of California as a model of the implementation of the LCAP. So they will be coming and reviewing different stakeholders in how we did it. So, and I'm going to read here who's in charge of this. The Stanford Research Institute with San Diego State University, a Stewart Foundation, and the University of South of California. So it's a good thing, good acknowledgement for the work that we did as a community. Thank you.
You know, sometimes hard work, intensive work, and appreciated work for others is usually not celebrated like we celebrate. We have a lot of work in front of us. At the same time, I want to congratulate Dr. Nusa and his staff, the entire cabinet, and all the support units that are helping you pull this off again. And then I know that parents appreciate it, but at the same time, if I may, the entire district and community are to be commended for an excellent work. Now it is time to post the approved LCAP district's website, in order so that more of the public can see what we've done, read what we've done, at the same time share that information with other people. Okay, so I want to thank you very much for the entire staff. That means from the classroom, the hallway, all the way up to the district office. Yeah, thank you. Okay, who's next? Lost my place over here. My notes. Okay. Who's next? Okay, board members, please step up. How did your summer go?
Oh,
What's happening?
yeah. Summer was very good, thank you. But I do have a question about the LCAP on the website. Our website presently is very difficult to navigate, and I don't know if people could find it if it were on there. Our present principals are not on there. I mean, it seems, at least I get calls telling me that that's not, that hasn't happened yet. So, well, anyway, I do have a question about when we're going to get our website up and running and available to the public so that they can, you know, do what we'd like them to do.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Hoffman. As planned, during the summer, we have a contractor, and during the summertime, they developed the entire, they redid the entire district webpage and every single school site web. The frame is out there. Next meeting, you will see how does it look like. And right now, we're in the process of uploading every single site and the district page. It's phenomenal. So that happened during the summer, and we're in the process of uploading it. It's going to be fantastic for every single.
So it will be done within a month.
It's going to be its own work, ongoing process, uploading and downloading every single month. So next month we will have, hopefully, we are advertising people, technical people in each school site to do the upload, because the frame of the web pages are already done. They just finished. Thank you. Yes.
I am a little concerned with that, because when did we talk about this? And I mean, I could give an example today. I dropped my son off to school. I wasn't sure when, because it was an early day. And so I'm like, oh, look on the web page, and that was very chaotic. So I'm saying parents out here, if they decide to look at the web page on their phones, they're going to be, can we do something to at least put the principles in that are correct? I mean, I'm just trying to be to the public. It's just difficult.
It's a very difficult web that we have right now. That's why we did this summer. So we're uploading now information, so to be easy to navigate easily.
So our current web page
is a chaos.
Well, we all agree on that, but can we? I mean, is there a way just to put like a basic, what do they say, under construction and new something? I mean, because it's. I mean, DOS was easier in 1986 when I was in high school than our web page. I'm not. It just is very difficult to navigate.
Let me sort of minor response to that question. I volunteered. I'll volunteer to put, you know, pictures and words inside that web page, but I'm not from that school. I'd rather have a person from the school to add to that, because they know what they're doing, they know what they've been doing, they know the information that their constituency needs. So instead of me stepping in and doing it.
No, I agree with the school. I'm saying the district, Salinas Elementary School District webpage, just having basic information, and it's very challenging to, I mean, I could pull it up right here and show you, and you would go, okay, where can we from? I'm not, it's just a challenge.
Yeah. And we all pitch in together to make sure it happens. Okay. Mrs. Foster, again? Question?
Well, I do, well, a while back, we talked about more information on preschool available for our young people, and I would like to continue that. I'd like more information on how we're getting more kids into preschool, because our schools need it.
Yes, Mr. Kaufman, we haven't forgotten, and we agree that this is the special session that we're going to have in September is going to be devoted to preschool.
Oh.
It is scheduled.
Well, wonderful. And also, I have had comments about better planning for summer school. We were rushed this last year. We approved some projects that many teachers didn't like. And I would like more input from our staff, our teachers. What kind of summer school would they like to have? And we should start in March or April, so that we have a chance to assess what we think is best for our students.
So noted.
Okay. That was, okay, that's enough for tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Martin?
I just have a couple of things. First of all, I just wanted to mention that I did attend Lincoln's Back to School Night, and it was really nice to see and witness all the enthusiasm from the teachers to the parents to the kids. And as a teacher, I think I would have been panicked if it was the first night, even before school started, because then you don't have your, everything up on the walls and what have you. But it seemed to work, and all the teachers were really ready, and it was very, very impressive. So, I know that's happening all across the district. So, thank you, all of you, for working so hard to do the back to school night so early. It's very, very impressive. Also, I wanted to welcome all the new teachers and classified employees and wish them well. We had so many people. I came and met some of them, and it was like 45, 50 new teachers. It's amazing, and everybody is young and bright and excited and all of these things. So I'm really impressed with them, and I know that they're all going to have a great year. I also wanted to thank all the teachers, principals, classified for preparing the classrooms, because all of you worked together, and some of you had adverse conditions. I mean, that you had the offices that were in disarray, but thanks to Mr. Stratton and his group, everybody, and Mr. Ryan, they got everything together and it happened. But it was less than optimum for sure, getting everything ready. But everybody did their job and their due diligence, and it really is impressive to see all of it. And lastly, I wanted to thank the curriculum and tech departments and all the things that they did, Monica and Lori and others. I mean, you all worked really, really hard to offer all the training this summer. Everywhere you looked, if you got on Google and you looked at the calendar, it was just mass things happening, great things happening throughout the district. So I want to thank you for all the hard work and all of the trainers. And it's going to be an exciting year.
Mr. Kim? Yes, go ahead.
Hello, happy to be back, and congratulations to everyone for the hard work in getting this LCAP completed in a time. I'm very impressed, and welcome, Ms. Jones.
Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I didn't do much this summer. Nathan, I'm sorry. You're next.
Teachers, I would like to wish you a great year, and please have fun. Just have a great year. Thank you.
Thank you. In closing of these remarks, I want to share with my colleagues and public staff. I did visit the construction sites, the schools that were under construction. I did bring a hard hat, thinking that there would be a bunch of stuff going flying around, but there wasn't. Very clean projects. The necessary rubbish on the floor was necessary to be there. And again, and then going back when the school opened, school opened, and all of a sudden I saw a completely different school. Yeah, once it was remodeled and fixed, and the wiring, the windows, and the front, the doors themselves for the disabled and things like that. Yeah, I'm very impressed. At the same time, I got a chance to visit preschool, kindergarten sort of ceremonies, with the summer school at Sherwood School to visit and talk to the students, talk to the parents that were there, and very impressed on what the children were doing to learn. And they learned to respect each other, at the same time learn how to dance, learn how to communicate with themselves, and at the same time negotiate their space, because they like to dance now. Okay, thank you. Now, we're going to go into replies to previous concerns and questions that came up. And Dr. Lusa is going to summarize these.
From last board meeting, no concerns, there's no previous concerns.
Good. Item 7, these are items that are not on the agenda, but we will, we may speak to them within limited time. And again, if you can keep it short, that'd be good, because we might have more people coming in asking. But this is time which is not appearing on the agenda items. Okay? Thank you.
Cynthia Schaefer. I'm not quite sure what the last item was, replies to previous concerns and questions. Can anybody explain to me what that means?
Basically, those are items that came to the board last time.
From the public or within yourselves? Because,
from the public?
Because I have, are we going to keep doing this song and dance every time? I send emails, I do not receive answers. So to hear that there are no concerns, that there are no questions, I believe that's disingenuous. Ms. Barnes, again, I get to call you out as Area 4 trustee.
Thank you very much.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I still have over 2 minutes. Unless you would like to kick me out.
Please continue.
Thank you very much.
We've got other people that want to speak to. Thank you very much.
And that's fine. But I would like to know when my questions will be answered. I've been asking for the contract on the website since the day after, on June 10th. And to hear you guys talk about the website because it's IT, it's embarrassing. You don't know what you're talking about. I've asked very specific questions and I've not received one single answer. You haven't provided the contract. I've asked for the contract. What you provided was a proposal. I've been very specific in asking for the contract. And for you not to be able to make a distinction between the contract and the proposal, I'm not quite understanding that. So I would like to know still again, when will you answer my questions? Particularly you, since you are my representative, Ms. Barnes.
You directing it to the board or you directing it to individuals?
I'm directing it to the board.
Okay. Your comment is well taken.
It was said the last time, and I still received no reply. I still received no answer. So to say that there are no concerns and that questions have been answered, it's dishonest. I send you emails, Mr. Garcia, you do not reply. I send you emails, Ms. Barnes, you do not answer the questions. So I'd like to know, what does a parent have to do besides submit a California Public Records Act? That is not indicative of a transparent administration. That is not indicative of parent engagement. So you're still not going to communicate with me. I'm waiting.
Are you almost finished?
I will be finished when my time is up. I'm going to come to every meeting, okay, to be on public record how you treat parents, okay, how you do not reply to answers. You do not reply to questions, very specific questions. This is taxpayer money that you are responsible for, that you won't hold yourself accountable. You have no comment to that.
Thank you very much. There's somebody in line. So noted.
I just wanted to add a little to the discussion with the board regarding the website. Back in the beginning of June, because I did question the contract for the website, I was led to believe, and other members of my board were led to believe, that it would be ready for the beginning of school, and that was part of the reason to push it through. That was part of the reason we couldn't wait, we couldn't ask for other proposals, and now to hear that it'll be done in another month, that's not by the beginning of the school. So we've started school without it, and you know, I kind of said at the time, I recall saying, well, now what's the big rush? Well, the rush was to get it ready for the beginning of the school, but it's not. And it really bothers me that we kind of rush through that for now for nothing, because it's still not going to be ready for a month. And we aren't a month later, so we don't know if it really will be totally ready in a month. And the other thing is, now I'm hearing that we're also going to be having site people now do their site work. Well, that's well and good. I understand, Mr. Garcia, you saying that it's good to have a site person and so forth. I understand that part, but that wasn't said back in June, and it seems that that should have been said back in June, and maybe people should have been getting ready for it back in June or through the summer, so that we were a little more ready. And so I just want to express my dissatisfaction that this has kind of panned out the way it has. I don't think it's good business. I don't think it's appropriate the way that it's worked out.
Thank you very much. Next, please.
Hello, my name is Oscar Ramos, Sherwood School. And I've been coming here to these board meetings for quite a while now. And let me tell you, it sounds so great when board members talk about visiting their schools and going to open house, back to school nights and special events. But I've never seen our trustee, and I believe Area 5, Stephen King. So I will be emailing you with a list of special events that take place at Sherwood School. We would love for you to come, stop by, check us out on the east side, and see what that's all about, and hopefully you can pencil us in to your schedule. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Noted. Next, please. We're going to have an interview.
Buenas tardes. Gracias por darnos la oportunidad de venir a dar nuestras inquietudes aquí a la mesa. Mi nombre es Silvia Huerta. Nada más vengo a darles...
Good afternoon, my name is Silvia Huerta, and thank you for having us here and listening to our concerns.
Vengo a darles la bienvenida a todos los maestros que van a trabajar con nuestros niños. También la bienvenida a todos el personal que entró nuevo.
So I'm here to welcome all the teachers and all the new employees that are going to work with our students.
Esperemos que traigan ganas para echarle ganas a los estudiantes, porque hay muchos estudiantes que están a cero, no saben ni su nombre.
And I hope that you're ready and enthusiastic to have our children be ready and enthusiastic to start school, because there's many students that they don't even know their names, they know very little.
En este distrito tenemos la misión de los estudiantes. No tenemos la misión de política, ni tenemos la misión de andar haciendo juntas entre grupos.
So in this district, our mission is the students, not politics, and that should be our priority, students.
Queremos, por favor, que se enfoquen en la educación, no se enfoquen en estar sacando en un rico a una persona, cuando esa persona se está enfocando en la educación de nuestros niños.
So we want you to please focus on the students and focus on them and not on making other people rich.
Ustedes saben bien que 100% de niños somos mexicanos, son latinos. Ellos saben bien que esos niños tienen que tener su educación muy alta, no estar los niños que ya ni van a la junior high, ni van a la high school. ¿Por qué? Porque esos niños están a cero.
And we all know, and you all know very well, that 100% of our students are Latinos, and because of many of those students don't continue on with their education.
Yo les pido por favor a la mesa que una escuela que esté bajando vale más que hagamos cambio de ciertas personas que no están enfocados en la educación, que hagamos cambio inmediatamente, porque esas escuelas no se tienen que quedar atrás y se quedan las escuelas que son puros niños latinos.
So I'm asking the board to make the necessary changes for the schools that are falling behind, because those are the schools where there's 100% Latinos.
Le doy las gracias al doctor Luza porque desde que él está ha cambiado mucho la administración, ha cambiado mucho las escuelas. No teníamos cafetería en la escuela de los padres. Ahora que vayan a ver la cafetería, que los niños tienen mucho gusto, hasta andaban brincando por su cafetería tan bonita.
So I want to thank Dr. Luza, because ever since he came in, the administration and many things have changed. Before we didn't have a cafeteria at Los Padres, and now we have one. You should go see it. It's very beautiful, and the children were all very happy and very excited for their new cafeteria.
Señora, por favor, tenemos otras personas.
Oh, sí, ahorita ya. Nada más les digo porque yo viví mucho en las escuelas y sé lo que sufrí en las escuelas. Yo juré, hasta que Dios me recoja, estar velando por la educación de nuestros niños, porque yo me enfoqué mucho en la escuela Chever, hice muchos cambios y he sufrido mucho, y aquí hay personas que son testigos los cambios que hice en esa escuela.
Gracias, señora. Muchas gracias.
So I know firsthand, I was very involved in Sherwood, and I made lots of changes there. So I want to continue making changes and making improvements.
Gracias a ustedes por escucharme. Gracias.
So thank you for listening to me.
Sean Henry, a parent at Mission Park. I'm here to follow up on questions about the district website. I too wrote a couple questions. You know, one of the things is if you just talk and you communicate with the public, you can prevent a lot of things. So you can see you have parents that are just trying to get an answer. If we can get answers, you know, we can move on. The school site, the teachers, the principals, they couldn't act the way you do. They could not respond. If they didn't respond to parents, there would be complaints to the district office. Our new principal at Mission Park, Ms. Anzat, she responds, she talks, she communicates. You know, she follows up already, even if I'm who I am, you know, in terms of speaking up for how our previous principal was treated. To come in here and to hear that now it's the school site personnel, so it's the new principal's responsibility to make sure everything is on the information on the website. We came in here with concerns about the vendor not even looking at keeping the current vendor. There's a problem. So we come in here and the bones for a good website's there, but you can't say when it's going to improve. And you're laying it on the school site. Is their responsibility that's not up? I mean, that's how I took it. I mean, I read in the paper, we're doing some really good things. We're getting a lot of funds coming in here. Kids are getting iPads and Chromebooks. That's very, very good. Very, very good. And our teachers had training quite a few days so they could be more tech savvy. But when is our district office going to become tech savvy? When is our district office going to actually be able to communicate with just respect? Some of the anger, some of the upsetness are questions that are very easily answered. So my question that I had before, I mean, I've read in the newspaper, you know, our IT person's a rock star. You know, is it our vendor? Is it our IT department? But don't blame our school sites. Don't blame the principals that are just getting on board for the information not being up. It's broken. We were talking to you about the expenditures you're putting on the website. So what's going to happen when these kids actually start using the technology and maybe link to the website? What's going to happen then when you have a whole bunch of internet traffic going through our district website? Is that going to crash? I mean, if we can't even get names on there, so that if a new parent who doesn't know what's all going on, doesn't know who their principal is, if they're sending an email to a principal about, hey, I want to meet, I just moved to town, they're sending it to somebody who's no longer at that school and may not even be in the school district.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So noted.
Buenas tardes, miembros de la mesa directiva, superintendente, comunidad y maestros y empleados clasificados que ayudan a que nuestros niños salgan adelante en esta comunidad, especialmente en esta comunidad que es una comunidad de muchos niños migrantes o English learner. Mi nombre es Elizabeth Reyes y estoy aquí porque estoy preocupada porque no estoy de acuerdo en que se gaste tanto dinero para hacer un recall cuando ese dinero debe de ser puesto en las aulas o en otras cosas que vayan en beneficio del estudiante.
So good afternoon, board members, superintendent, teachers, community, everyone here. My name is Elizabeth Reyes and I'm here to because I don't understand how there's so much money being spent in recall when it could be used for other things.
Yo he residido aquí en esta ciudad por 40 años y conozco al doctor Rusa por como más de 20 años y he visto numerosos logros que ha hecho él en conjunto con la mesa directiva y las personas que trabajan para ello.
So I've lived here for over 40 years and I've known Dr. Lusa for over 20 years and I know of the changes and improvements that have been happening.
Y les quiero nombrar algunos de ellas. Ha desarrollado programas de rehabilitación para las escuelas del distrito escolar. Rehabilitó las escuelas tal como pintura exterior e exterior, nuevo pasto para las áreas de jardinería en el distrito.
So some of these changes have been changes to the schools, such as the painting, the grass.
También quiero darles las gracias en nombre de los padres de la escuela, los padres, porque están muy contentos por la cafetería que se construyó ahí y la librería.
And I also want to give thanks from the parents of Los Padres because they're all very happy with the new cafeteria that was built there.
También se ha desarrollado un plan de seguridad para todas las escuelas, especialmente para las escuelas elementales del distrito escolar.
So there has also been a development of the safety plans for the elementary schools.
Y sobre la escuela Sherwood se instaló el cerco, ya que esa escuela tenía mucho vandalismo y ahora esa escuela está más segura para que a nuestros niños no les pase nada.
So in terms of Sherwood, for example, there was a lot of vandalism and now there's been a gate that helps prevent that.
Gracias, señora.
Gracias.
Thank you.
We have two more speakers and then we're going to get into the agenda again. Okay. Next, please.
Good evening, my name is Sarah Mercado. I'm from Verona Meadows and I'm here to speak on a positive note. I was a teacher lead for Sherwood and I am glad to say that we did get training, and the trainings that we have had in the past, such as Rally and GLAD, were incorporated and the kids were fabulous. Also, another training that we got, and it was among the 3 schools, it was for ELL language power, where their rally strategies were used, where kids were using language, also incorporating before, during, and after reading. And we had 75% of the day as an intervention, where they were getting into technology, Success Maker, and Chromes. And the other 25% was an enrichment. And we were so lucky to have the Royal Kings, Mr. Camilo and Mr. Ortiz. And also, I want to thank Ms. Chaidez because she was there. We also hosted in moderate, severe, I believe, SDC class, and they were also incorporated and they loved. They went to dancing for half an hour, and they also went to music with Camilo, and they were very engaged. So indeed, the trainings that the district has provided us have been implemented, and I saw it in firsthand. I am the rally lead, and I was so glad that 10 of my teachers, and the majority were from Los Padres, were using, because they were, whether either they were glad or whether they were rally, they were trained, and I was there observing and watching and just being, it was fabulous. So it is happening, and I believe that if we continue this, the summer intervention programs, with using what tools the district has given us and providing us in really full implementation, and give the teachers opportunities to not just do it in their regular class, but expand it to other communities in other classrooms, it's fabulous. So, thank you.
Thank you very much. So noted.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Olimpia Molinero. Gracias por darme la oportunidad de hablar. Vengo de la escuela Los Padres.
So good afternoon. Thank you for allowing me to speak here. I'm Olivia Molinero, and I'm here from Los Padres.
Gracias al señor Luza, tenemos una cafetería amplia que tiene canchas dentro. Nuestros niños están mucho mejor. También se cercó alrededor de la escuela. Y gracias también por los programas que tenemos después de escuela para apoyar a los niños migrantes.
So thank you to Dr. Lusa for the new cafeteria. It has courts inside, and our children are very happy with it. There's also that big gate, and we're also very happy with the after-school programs.
Por apoyar el sistema bilingüe, ya que la escuela es un 90% por lo menos latino. Tenemos muchos padres que hablan dialecto, que somos español, que no entendemos inglés. Gracias por el apoyo que nos dan.
So also this school is 90% Latino, and we also have parents who don't speak Spanish, they speak a dialect, and thank you for all the support we've received.
Gracias.
And that's all. Thank you.
Gracias. Thank you very much, everybody. And now that we've heard things not on the agenda, I want to come into number 8, item number 8, which is the consent items. And at this point, excuse me. Under consent items also comes in the minutes of the last meeting. And I want to highlight that. Consent items, I prefer we do this all at once.
I'd like to pull D.
Number what?
D.
Say again?
I would like to pull question D. D. Consent item D.
2D.
2D, sorry. Thank you. Give it D. 2D.
Okay.